everybody. It is Cassie Oberg in Sealands Grove, Pennsylvania. I am coming to you live from in my square dance clothes. We just had the privilege of dancing at a nursing home, and I'll tell you what, it was so much fun. So what we do is we go in and we do a few dances for the residents, but then we get them up and dancing. And of course, in typical Cassie style, I did not want them to stay sitting. So I got up there and said, come on, guys, who wants to join us? Who wants to join us? And I got them up and moving. And then there were some of them that were in their walkers and their wheelchairs. And so we just took them and we pushed them around the square. And I got to take a 94-year-old lady who used to square dance out on the square dance floor with me. And she was so sweet. She was just delighted that I drug her out there, and she was just giggling. And so I was taking her around the square, and I would say to the guys, hey, she's danced before, so take both her hands whenever you promenade, because that's what she wants to do. So they were taking both of her hands, and she was just all smiles. And then we got to the one part where they said for the men to promenade the inside of the square. And I leaned down and I whispered in her ear, Mary, this is my favorite part. This is where we get to watch their butts while they go around the square. And she laughed so hard. So anyway, it was just a delightful night. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do my other favorite thing. I got to do one of my favorite things. I square danced. So I thought, I'm going to come home. I'm going to do my other favorite thing. I'm going to scrapbook. And this is my favorite kind of scrapbooking, because I'll tell you what, I love to share ideas, but I don't always love to come up with them. Sometimes I just feel stuck. And so I love it when people send me ideas. That really makes me happy. And one of my amazing team members, Esther, she's just really fun. And she was on the team meeting and she shared this idea, and it was crafted after a blog post that Chris Matei did with little tiny birdhouses. And she made them big birdhouses because Esther also likes to go to nursing homes. And so she goes and she does a craft project. So there's all different kinds of ways that we can get out in our communities and make a difference. And so anyway, I'm going to teach you this fun idea, and I hope that you love it as much as I do. So I'm going to come over here and we're going to get our page up. And this is so simple and so cute. You're all going to have birdhouse pages by the end of the night, because it goes zippity quick and it's super fun. Okay, so this is the birdhouse page. So you just want to start with, and we started with National Scrapbook Day paper because, you know, it's coming up on National Scrapbook Day time. And so we take every opportunity to remind you to get signed up for a National Scrapbook Day. And so this is just from the kit. And then we're going to use this piece of paper. So you just need one more piece of paper that you like both sides of. So easy peasy. And I'm just going to use the other part of the paper that I already started cutting. So this is 6 inches, because I used the other 6 inches on the first page. So this is 6 inches. So now I'm going to cut it at 3 and 3. Bamity bam. And now we're going to take one and put it across the bottom, and we'll flip the other one. That's how easy that part is. Oh, somebody said hi to me. Hello, hello. You're coming up on StreamYard, but I can't see who it is. So I'm sure it's somebody I know and love, because I really don't meet many people I don't love. So okay, so now that's the easy peasy part. 2 3-inch strips that are just going to go right down onto your paper. Now, the next thing that we need are all of these posts. So if I have not told you about simple sleeves, just know that simple sleeves are the most wonderful thing ever. I helped Sheila get all of her stuff into simple sleeves this weekend, and she was just tickled pink because she said, now I'm actually using my scraps. So I'm going to pull out some of my scrappy scraps. And what's nice about these is that you can pull it all the way down and find these little lost pieces in there. And we're going to use the little lost pieces, right? Because we don't need a lot of it. So we're just going to cut them. Let me see how big this is. This might even work for some of it. Oh, yeah. Because we're going to do 1/2-inch strips. But we only want them 2 inches long. So here's what I'm going to do with this. Because when else am I ever going to use this little tiny piece? Oh, is that a 1/2 inch too? Oh, look at that. So we just need 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And I would have probably never used this little tiny square of paper, but I'm using it now, baby, because it was in my simple sleeve. Hello, Natasha. Oh, and we missed you this weekend. Okay. It's always harder to cut with the little ones, but then you use up that paper. It feels so good. Does anybody else feel like a super sense of accomplishment whenever you use up every little bit of a piece of paper? It's like somebody should do a cheering squad for you, right? Okay, so we need 5 of these. And now you're just going to put them down across your paper. So if you are a perfectionist, you might want to measure them out. Anybody that knows and loves me knows that I am not a perfectionist. Whoops, that one's longer than 2 inches. Let's see. Oh, I think they're all longer than 2 inches. I don't want them too long. Let's bring them up here. So this one is 2 inches. I think I accidentally cut these ones longer than 2. So give me 1 second. We'll stack them. We'll make it fast. Yeah. Okay. Stack them, cut them, 2 inches. And this is literally scrap paper, guys. So don't get, don't drive yourself too crazy. So now I'm just going to tape these down across my page. And, you want to space them a little bit evenly. But look, some of my birdhouses overlapped. Still cute. Okay, and then, give yourself a little over 1 inch in between there. Maybe come over to the other edge. I do like to, while I'm not a perfectionist, I do like it to be a little bit even. It makes me happy when it's a little bit even. So I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to put it approximately the same amount of space in here. And then I'm going to do another one. Let's see. That's what I like about working on these mats, because then I can make them approximately without being perfect. And then the other nice thing is I'm using repositionable tape, so I can be like, failed there. That was a fail. Move that over. Okay, there we go. Now, all we need are 2x3 scraps. So I already went into all of my little folders and pulled out scrap paper and cut it into a 2-inch strip so that I didn't keep you here all night making birdhouses. I do like to respect your time while I teach you something fun. So these are already 2 inches thick, so I'm just going to cut them into their 3-inch strips. Oh. So 2x3 is the size for this. Of course, you can change it up and you can make it a different size if you want. And you could even make them all different sizes if you want. That's the great thing about having an idea. Once you have the idea, like I took some things Esther did after she took some things Chris Lynn did, and I changed some of mine up a little. And so everybody changes it up the way that makes them happy. Now what I did was I then snipped the corners off, because I found that was easier to put my roofs on. But I didn't do it in any exact science. I did it Cassie style. This is Cassie style. Boom, boom. So don't be scared. Just took a little bit off, and it's going to help me do my roofs. And then if it didn't get it exactly perfect, guess what? I have scissors. So I'll show you. Those out of my way. And now we are going to tape the birdhouses down. And you can put them in whatever order you want. You can put them high and low. You can just do them whatever makes you happy. You're just using up some scraps and making yourself cute little birdhouses. So I'm going to put this one down a little. And then I'm going to take my green one. I'm going to put it up. And it's good if you go up and down, because then the roofs don't quite overlap so much. Then I'm going to do this one in the middle because it looks nice, because it matches everything. See, it matches really pretty. I'm going to bring this one down a little lower. Yay, I love that you're loving it. Okay, and then we're going to put this one up a little higher. And our last one is going to go down a little lower. Oh, guys, and I'm going to teach you something fun about this handheld punch in a minute, too. It just blew my mind, so hopefully it'll blow your mind, too. Okay, so now we just need little tiny 1/2 inch strips. Okay. You make them into 1/2 inch strips. I'm not going to count how many I make. I'm just going to make a bunch, and then I'll know how many I have left that I need. Now watch, this is what I do. Oh. And now I have some 1/2 inch strips. And we're using up scraps. So that's why I'm showing you how to use the scraps. Did you see how I poked those scissors there? Whatever's there, multi-purpose tool would have been better, but scissors work. Okay, so now I just went on, see there's a 45-degree line here. This is a little part I added, being the math person. I was like, I don't want to just snip with scissors. I want 45-degree angles so I can miter those roofs together. So we're just going to do this. And then you're going to take it and you're going to flip it head over tails is what I call it. And then you're going to bring this tip down to 1.5 inches. You're going to stay on that 45-degree line and bam. And then I'm just going to flip her 1.5. And I'm just going to make a bunch like this. Now, the reason I go like this is because I'm making sure that I have it the right direction, because that would make me happiest if I got it right. So you did not get it right. Oh, okay, 1.5 inches. Bam. Okay. So if this was this way, flip it 1.5 inches. And let's just start with these ones, and then we'll make some more. So next thing we're going to do is just throw some tape onto here. Remember, it's repositionable. You can wiggle it around. You can trim it. You can do all kinds of things to make this exactly how you want it to be. You know, it would be cute. You could put little pictures in these little houses. So look at this one. It comes all the way over to the edge. Guess what we're going to do? We're going to go like this. See? Yep, perfect. Okay. Next one. Throw this one on here. And throw this one on here. Another birdhouse. Okay, so we need some more. So, 45-degree angle with a 1/2 inch strip, head over tail, 1.5 inches. Oh yeah, I went too big there. That would have been way too long. Okay. Head over tail, 1.5 inches. And this is just such a simple project, but so much fun. Head over tail, 1.5 inches. Okay, now we can put a few more roofs on. Then I'm going to move on to the fun thing about the handheld punch, because it makes me happy. But I'm only going to have one more roof. Roof first or handheld punch? What do you think, guys? Anybody? Anybody have a vote? I only have one more roof. I should just finish it. Oopsie. Now I have to do one more because look, put the tape on the wrong side. So that one has to go there. Okay, 2 more little pieces. Almost there. Okay. Flip. Oh, I got one vote for either. Okay. So, oh, yep, I did it the right way. Yay me. Yes, I do like to be my own cheering squad. So during COVID, you know, I did all the dangerous things. I was a square dancer and a scrapbooker. So I was really sad when we couldn't go out, because those were the things that I liked to do most. And they were the things that involved like lots of touching. You wouldn't think scrapbooking would, but we have to all hug each other first, right? And then square dancing, like every single person in the square touches every single other person in the square. So there's that. So I'm really happy I get to do my things again. Okay, gonna snip it off over here too. I could also put that in the trimmer if I wanted to. But now I'm going to show you this fun thing. Okay, So we've got this handheld punch, okay? I'm just going to use up the little tiny pieces that are left over from the from making the roof, and I'm going to punch a bunch of these holes, and then you're going to laugh at me. So I'm punching these holes, and I hadn't really had a chance to use it for anything other than punching holes into things that I wanted the hole to be there. I wasn't trying to make holes to use for other things, if that makes sense. So I didn't care where all these little pieces went because I wasn't going to use them. I was just making holes on the other projects I made. So this is the first time I was like doing a punch and I wanted the actual holes. And I'm like, where did they go? So I'm like looking under things and I'm lifting things up and I'm like driving myself crazy. Well, guess what? There's this little thing and all my little thingies are right there. So if you are having trouble finding where your little holes went, they're right here, which is lovely because then you don't lose them all over the place. So now we're just going to I found the easiest thing to do was decide how many holes I wanted and where I wanted the holes. And I just put the tape right down on there. And then I grabbed my handy dandy lifter stick. And look at that. If you don't have one of these, you really want to have one of these. I'm just telling you. And then I just wipe my tape off like that. And all the little holes go onto my birdhouses. So you too can make cute little birdhouses. And you could do all kinds of fun things on there. You could put pictures into the little birdhouses if you wanted to. You can match some pictures up there. If you had a picture of your child making a birdhouse, that would be delightful. I have to wait a little while for grandkids, so I'll use something else. I'm sure there'll be another great layout by the time that happens in my life. So anyway, I hope that this was fun for you. It was a lot of fun for me, and I apologize for the time period where I disappeared for a couple weeks. It was kind of craziness while I was getting my baby sent off to Belgium, but she's all settled, and I have a plan for even when I'm not going to be home on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I have some content ready to go, and I'm going to pre-record and upload. So you can expect to see me either on a Tuesday or Wednesday every week. So thanks, everybody, and I hope you have an awesome night. Thanks so much.